Hi everyone and welcome to this Pilates class with light hand weights. Today I have a set of 1.5 kilogram dumbbells. If you have lighter, that's also perfect for this class. It's going to be quite a challenging class, but go at your own pace and we will try to take it as slow as possible. So I want you to come to about the middle of your mat in a kneeling position. Your legs can be about hip distance apart. Now, if you want to, you can fold up your mat so that there's more cushioning for your knees here. We're going to take the weights in our hands and we're going to lift up, extend the spine, pointing through the feet. I want you to bend at the elbows. We're going to exhale, lean back, hinge back, sending the arms forward. Inhale, come back to center. So here we are waking up the arms, we're waking up the core, and we're waking up the legs. Exhale, lean back, making sure that your spine is straight, that you're feeling the extension in the hips, and that you're zipping up through the core. Perfect. Let's do another 2. Last one. Hold it back here. Little bicep curls. Exhale as you bicep curl. Inhale as extend. So you're holding back in that lean back position. So you can really feel this in your quads. Keep those arms up. Let's go for another 3. Core engaged. Last 2. 1 more. Perfect. Extend your arms. Lift back up. Okay. Bring your waist to your shoulders now. We're going to lower our glutes down towards our legs. And we're going to exhale, press up into a shoulder press. So we're coming into like a seated squat with a shoulder press. So we're definitely getting into those shoulders, into those arms, and into those legs. Remember to keep your belly button to spine so that your core is engaged. We're waking up the core for our next set of exercises, which is going to be focused on the abs. Exhale, lift up and extend. Okay, lower those weights. Bring them down. I want you to hinge forward now, flat back. Take your weights down. You're going to exhale, open up the weights. Inhale, lower. Exhale, frontal raise, lift up and extend the spine. Inhale, lower back down, hinge down. Exhale, open. Lift up. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So just follow your own breath here. Remember to keep that core engaged. Your arms are working hard. So we're going into a rear delt fly and a frontal raise. Perfect. Let's go for another 2. Go slow and controlled. Let's do 1 more. Perfect. Lift it up. Now I want you to hinge forward again, keeping that core engaged, belly button to spine. Lift that right arm up overhead and then switch. So we're coming into swimming here. Exhale as you lift that arm up. Inhale as you switch. Make sure you're pressing back with the other arm, so you feel that in your triceps. Okay, we're almost done here. Last 2. Last 1. Lower it down. Whew, sit back down. Lower the weights down. Roll out the shoulders. Your body should be nice and warm and awake right now. Ready for the rest of today's class. So you can unfold your mat. Okay, perfect. So you're going to come down into the middle of your mat now. And then I want you to slowly roll down onto your back. Carefully bring your feet in. Make sure there's enough space behind you so that you can circle your arms around. We're going to glue those inner thighs together. Take those weights, hover them up overhead, and then you're going to circle them around. Exhale, lift up into an ab curl. Gaze towards your knees. Inhale, lower back down. So we're working up the upper abs here. Also working into those arms and shoulders still. Okay. Exhale, lift up, sliding the ribs down towards the hips. I want you to focus on also keeping that belly button to spine so that you're not popping in the abs as you lift up. Okay, let's do another 2. And then we're going to add on. Last 1. Bring it back around. Okay. So just bring those weights in for a second. I want you to extend that right leg now. So make sure your inner thighs are glued together. Okay, we're going to go into our ab curls again. So extend above your head, hovering off the floor. Exhale, circle around, lift up into an ab curl. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, circle. Inhale, lower. Okay, so those legs are very active, squeezing together. That core is working hard, zipping those legs together as well. So remember that core connection. Okay, perfect. On our next one, you're going to circle around, lift up, reach the weights towards the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, lower back down, vertebra by vertebra. Bring it back around. Exhale, lift up and reach. Lengthen on your inhale. Exhale, lower back down, circle back around. Perfect. Exhale, lift up, reach. Reach, find that length. And then we circle back down. Okay, perfect. On our next one, we're going to lift up and reach. Hold it up here. Those arms should be feeling a little bit fatigued. Lengthen through the spine, and then we're going to twist towards the right. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Find that length. Woo! My leg is shaking. Almost there. Twist, get into those obliques. Last one. Okay. And then lower back down, vertebra by vertebra. Lower that leg down. Put the weights down for a second. Extend the legs. Take your arms up overhead. Just stretch it out here. Stretching out the abs. Stretching out the arms. Just taking a moment before we go and do that all over again. Because it's quite intense on the arms. And it's actually an entire full body workout there. So take a nice deep breath. Okay, so if you're ready, come and join me. Bend those legs, glue the thighs together. Extend that left leg. And then we're going to take the arms overhead, hovering. So exhale, lift up into your ab curl. Gaze towards your knee. Inhale, lower back down. Sliding the ribs down to the hips. Belly button to spine. Nice core work. Remember to glue the inner thighs together so that we are working those inner thighs as well. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Okay, on our next one, we're going to lift up, reach for those toes, find length in the spine. Exhale, roll back down, circle around. Reach, inhale, exhale, roll back down, circle it back around. You're doing so well. Stay with me. Inhale, find length. Exhale, roll back down. I know this is difficult, but you can do it. If this is too much for you, put your foot down on the floor and just do it with bent legs. Extend the spine, lower back down. Okay, on our next one, hold up here, find length. Inhale, exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Feeling it in the obliques, in the lower abs. Last two. Last one. My leg is shaking. Roll back down vertebra by vertebra. Take the weights down. I just want you to grab one weight now. We're going to finish off with the abs. So bring the legs in. Back is going to be pressed flat to the mat. We're coming into our single leg stretch. With our weight, we're going to thread it through. So lift up into your ab curl. Extend one leg. And then we're just going to thread the weight through as we switch and alternate our legs. Exhale as the knee comes in. Inhale as you switch. You can do this slow and controlled as you want to. Keep up in that ab curl. You're doing it so well. Okay, almost done. Burn it out here. Upper, lower abs working. Okay, hug it in. Whew. Stretch out the abs. Well done, well done. Okay. We're now going to come into a sideline position. Okay, coming into a clam series. So I want you to take the weight, put it behind your left leg. So we're lying on our right hand side. Okay, so make sure that you are really holding on to that weight. Make sure your feet are in line with your hips. Grab the other weight, bring it towards your shoulder, and we're going to come into a clam. So you're going to exhale, open up, and give me a tricep press at the same time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now I want you to ground that bottom leg into the mat. And I want you to make sure you're keeping your hips square. So you're not opening up your hip as you open up your knee, pushing up out of your shoulder and sideways, core engaged. Okay, perfect. On your next one, you're going to hold your arm up, lower your leg. Now we're going to lift our foot with our leg. Make sure that your foot is in line with the knee so that your knee isn't coming up before your foot. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Hold it up. We're going to circle forwards, keeping those hips as stable as possible. Working that core. One more in this direction. And then change the direction. Inhale for half the circle. Exhale for the other half. Perfect. Push up out of that side waist, out of that shoulder. Perfect. Bring it in line with your hip. We're going to bring that weight forward as we send that leg back, coming into hip extension. Exhale, bring it back in, coming into hip flexion. Exhale, send it out, find length. Inhale, back to center. Keeping the hips still. Finding that length as you take the arm and leg away. Perfect. Let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop that leg and that weight. Pat your glute out. And then we're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. So take the weight in your opposite hand. So it's going to be in my right hand and my left leg. Make sure you're holding onto that weight behind the knee. Okay, perfect. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. We're going to just make sure you have enough space in front of you. We're going to exhale, lift up into a donkey kick, lifting that arm up as well, finding that core connection. Inhale, lower. So really find that core connection, that belly button to spine, so that you can find your balance here. Slow and controlled. You don't have to go fast at this. It's actually harder to do it if you do it slow and controlled. Perfect. Let's do another 2. Last one. Lower the weight down, come down onto your right forearm. Now I want you to open up your knee to the side. So exhale, open. Inhale, close. Getting into that side booty again. Belly button to spine, core engaged. Okay, last one. Lower it down. Come back up. We're now going to lift up into a donkey kick. Extend that arm forward and just circle the arm. So you're holding that leg up in an isometric hold and you're just circling that arm back and forth. This is really going to test your balance and your strength. Perfect. Let's go for another 2. Last one. And on your next one, I want you to hold it back, palm facing upwards, little pulses up. Getting into those triceps, into that glute. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Woo. Release that. Dumbbell, press back to a sharp stretch. Stretching it out here. Whew. I got my heart rate up a little bit. It's amazing what simple moves can actually do if you do them well and if you do them controlled. Okay. So when you're ready, we're going to do that all on the other side, starting with our clams. Okay. So bend your legs, put the weight behind your right leg this time. Feet are in line with the hips. Take the weight in your right hand, bring it to your shoulder. Make sure you're pushing up out of your bottom shoulder, out of your side waist. Give me a nice smile, and then we're going to lift. Woo! Make sure you're squeezing that weight. Don't lose that weight. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keeping that those hips square. And you might find you have more mobility in one side than the other. I know I have less mobility in the side, so my knee doesn't open as far. Okay, and then you're going to hold it up, drop that knee, lift your foot with the knee, making sure it's in one straight line. Okay, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, grab onto that weight. Mine feels like it's going to fall out. Okay, lift it up, circle forward. Woo, glutes on fire. Just smile through it. Okay, opposite direction. Exhale for half the circle, inhale for half the circle. Almost done, last 2. Last one. Okay, extend the leg back. Extend the arm forward. Exhale, bring it back to center, flexing the hip. Inhale, lengthen. Feel it in the glute as you take that leg back. Last 2. Really reach and find length. Last one. Okay, take it down. Pat out that hip if you need to. Okay, we're coming into a 4-point kneeling position. Okay, so really make sure that weight is wedged there behind the right knee. Take the weight in your left arm. Okay, make sure you're in a 4-point kneeling position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Bend that leg. Make sure the weight is stable. Now, before we move, draw that core in, and then we lift. Okay. So exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, lower. Remember to find that center of gravity. Your core is going to help you keep your balance here. Exhale, lift, find length, keeping the spine straight. Making sure that you're not dipping in the back as you lift your arm and your leg. Okay, one more, pointing through the foot. lower it down onto that left forearm, and then we're going to open out to the side. So exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Trying to keep those hips as square as possible. So you don't want to open them all the way up. Try and keep them square. Last one. Okay, lower it down. Take that weight, your left hand again. Lift up into that donkey kick. Find that core stability, that core balance. Extend the arm, and then we're just going to circle it back and then circle it forward. So we're getting into those triceps. This is really going to test your balance. Whew. You might find that you have more balance on the one side than the other. Seems to be like this is my trickier side. Okay. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, take it forward. Okay, almost done. Last two. Last one. Hold it back. Find that balance. Core connection, pulses up. Feel in the tricep, in the glute. Last 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Take that weight. Press back to nice, well-deserved shelf stretch. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but we've come this far through the class, and we're not going to give up yet. Okay. So when you're ready, I want you to come down onto your left side. You're going to come into side planking now, so you can put one weight aside. Roll up that mat. Okay, bend the bottom leg, extend the top leg. You can do this on your knees if you want. Bring your knees a bit forward, feet in line with your hips if this variation is too difficult for you. Okay, so make sure you're pushing up out of that shoulder and that side waist. And then we're going to lift up into a side plank. So you're going to inhale, exhale, lift and extend that arm. Inhale, lower it back down to the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So still working that arm and working the obliques in an isometric hold. We're going to add on very soon. Keeping that core in, belly button to spine. Really think about that mind to muscle connection. You can feel this in your shoulder as well. Okay, last one, hold it up. Now exhale, bring that leg to meet the weight in the center. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, crunching in the center. Inhale, lower that leg. Exhale. Inhale. You're doing so well. Stay with me. Let's go for another 3. Try and keep that head, that neck in line with the spine. Smile. Last one. Hold that weight up. Little hip dips, little pulses. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. And then come down into a prone position. I'm just going to take my mic off so that it's here in front of me. There's no interference. So you can rest your forehead on the mat. Make sure your feet are about mat distance apart, slightly externally rotated. And then we're going to make sure our arms are in a W position by our shoulders. And then on our inhale, we're going to lift up and lengthen through the spine. So you're not lifting up all the way. You're just lifting up slightly. You're still on your elbows, on your forearms. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Your gaze is just in front of you. Exhale, lower. Getting into the back. Well done. You guys are doing so well during this class. Let's go for 2 more. Last one. Okay. Press back to a shelf stretch. Sorry about that. Okay. Nice counter stretch for the spine. And we get to do the side plank here on the other side again. And don't worry, we'll get through this easily. No problem at all. So bend that bottom leg, make sure it's in line with the hip. Extend the top leg, grab your weight in your left hand. Okay, lift up into that plank, and then you're going to lift that arm, lower it back down. So exhale, lift, inhale, lower. And that length through the arm, feeling the obliques work in that isometric hold. Okay, lift it up. You know what comes next? Weight to leg, lower back down. So exhale, you crunch in the center, feeling those top obliques. Remember to give me a nice smile, even though you're struggling, you might be struggling. We're almost there. Last one. Okay, hold it up. Little pulses now. Little exhales as you pulse up. 1, 2, 3. Lower back down. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I want you to come down into a prone position now. I'm going to take that mic off again. Okay, so take that weight behind your left leg. Rest your forehead on your hands. Make sure your right leg is extended, externally rotated, about with distance apart. And then we're going to exhale, lift that left leg using the glute. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So you press in that left hip into the mat. If this is hurting your hips, grab a blanket or something like that. Exhale, lift it up, feeling that glute contraction. You should also be feeling this in the hamstring. On your next one, I want you to hold it up. You're going to externally rotate the leg, so take the knee out to the side and then back to center. Exhale, take it out to the side, inhale, back to center. So we're moving that femur inside that hip joint. And then we're going to take it up and over. Coming into nice spine twist. Whew. Got a bit of a cramp there. And then come back to center. Okay. If you get a cramp, just shake it out. And we come right back. Take it in your right leg now. Extend your left leg long. And we're going to lift and lower. Exhale, lift that right leg using that glute. Feeling it in the hamstrings. Pressing that right hip down towards the mat. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's do another 2. Last one, hold it up. Externally rotate that leg. Taking the knee out to the side. Back to center. Exhale, externally rotate. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate. Let's do one more. And then we're going to take that leg up and over. Finding a nice spine twist. You can release that weight. Put it down. We finish with the weights for now. And then I want you to press up to a plank. Find a nice straight line here. Glutes are engaged, cores engaged, pelvis is slightly tucked under. And let's just hold here for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, press back to a shell stretch. Take a nice big deep breath. Rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Take that left arm up, slide it down your back. Feeling a nice tricep stretch. Release that. Take the right arm up and over, slide it down your back, feeling a stretch there. Perfect. Come to the middle of your mat, into a mermaid position. So left leg in front of the right leg, right leg is bent. Lift up and over, coming into some lateral flexion. Come down, turn your chest towards the mat. Open up to the side. Flex over the other side. Release that. Then do that on the other side. So right leg in front this time. Lift up and over. Opening up the side waist. Twist your chest down. Open back up. Left arm comes up and over. And then if you want to, we can do a nice quick glute stretch. So take your left leg over your right, lift up, lengthen the spine, and then twist towards the left. Lengthening and twisting deeper. Unravel that. Take the right leg over the left, lift up, lengthen, twist towards the right. Release that. And that's it for today's class, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this class. And if you have, please give me a like and subscribe down below. It really supports my channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you did, what you want to see next. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.